Yeah, it looks like I was muted the whole time. Bro's talking to ghosts. Alright, okay. Okay, let's see this. Alright, let's take a look here at the scans. Of course, we have GME up. Probably not going to trade GME. Yeah, GME is not the type of stock that I would trade since it's not a low float stock. I think I traded small on the first day I was up a couple weeks ago on this dip here, on one of these dips, I forget. Let me pull it up here. Let's get a little closer. 30 days. There we go. The first day it was up, man. Yeah, first day it was up. I traded the dip here, down in here, which was a panic sell-off setup. I did, but not much. I closed a position early, but I was in like maybe 150 shares here off the low, selling for like a 2-3 point win, which isn't terrible, but it did have a potential to go. It went 10 points. So why won't you trade it again? I could trade it again. If it's the same setup, I would trade it again. We have the panic dip buy. You could also, I don't know. I have to really see what setup it's going to give. It could be a curl and maybe a false breakout, and then a dump. I don't think it's going back to 80, but we'll see. He is up 30 million overnight. Yeah, Roaring Kitty, 17 million shares. GME, he's up 30 million overnight. 300 million. That's crazy. That man is crazy. So BPTH is the proper low float here that I like. Float is about 1 million. We can take a look exactly at the float and potential dilution. 1.65 million shares of the float, so nice and low. See if it has news on it. BPTH presents data from ongoing phase 2 combination study of Prexibersin for treatment of acute myeloid leukemia at American Society Clinical Oncology annual meeting. Okay, so phase 2 data that it will present here. Presented results from phase 2 study combination with Necmol and leukemia. Okay, so phase 2 catalyst, which isn't too bad. Phase 2 definitely has a decent chance of making a decent move. BPTH, I wonder if, I think we traded this not too long ago. Maybe on this day, back in April. Now we're back up. So it looks like we're going to have some levels from the previous run here. Looks like 200 EMAs at $9.99. LXL just subscribed. Awesome, awesome. Love to have you part of the community here. We have 200 EMA on the dailies at $10, so that's not going to come into play today. However, on the 200 EMA on the 180 day is at 358. 358. So it looks like we came up, broke that level 358. Or actually, no, we couldn't close above 358. We pull back, consolidate under that level, break through. So it was showing us some resistance. We break through. We're pulling back, testing those previous levels, and hopefully we need to hold. We need to hold above this VWAP, above the 360 level. If we start dipping down below, it's likely that the resistance is gonna be too strong. I'd like to see sort of that stair-stepping pattern here, but we'll see. We'll see. It's got to hold this level. I'll put a trend line here. I'd say I don't want to see it below that. Even though we do have some highs here, ideally I don't want to go lower than this because we're still holding over the previous highs. If we do break below, I still want it to see at least hold the previous pivot point around 360. I think focus will be on meme stocks today. That could possibly be it. That's what I was thinking when I woke up looking at GME. When we first started to see GME pop up a couple weeks ago, it was all meme stocks that were moving. We didn't see any low floats or like low price low floats that were running until GME went on its backside. When GME went on its backside, all the momentum, all the FOMO from GME started going into like all these lower float stocks, and we were seeing these crazy moves on the penny stocks. So maybe, today won't be a big day for like low float stocks if that trend continues until GME starts to break backside again. But it's hard to tell. You got to be ready for anything. But that's what happened last time, at least in my perspective, my experience. The first 2 days, GME, we were all trading GME, AMC, there was no really low float that was really ripping. There was no low float that was really ripping until a couple days after GME and AMC started to settle a little bit. But BPTH is up, so it does give us a little hope. You can see a nice low float runner. YGMZ is the next runner. 50%, second leading gapper. I didn't see the news on this. No news. Well, we had yesterday's news. Oxalis Global Acquisition Accord. So agreed to acquire Oxalis digital asset infrastructure in an all-stock deal. So it's just an acquisition. Acquisition usually isn't that great. You need GME to break 50. I don't know. Am I going to trade GME? I don't know. Meme stocks are tough. Meme stocks are definitely tough. Maybe NVOS make the squeeze. NVOS was from Friday. Ah, okay. I mean, we're still holding these levels, which is good on NVOS. Still holding these levels. We kind of dip below this relative support, and now we're kind of climbing our way back up. So if we can squeeze over 110, 115, it looks, look at this, like it's like almost barcode price action. So we're definitely gonna need this to open up a little bit. And look at this barcode, man. Look at this. This is not what you like to see. But at the open, if we do get volume, let's see, if I see over 115, 117, I'm gonna want to take a look at it. So I'll put an alert there. GME moves different, not my fave. Yeah, I mean, it's not like a proper low float. It's not a proper low float, so it's definitely gonna trade a little different than we're used to for these low float scalpers. Yeah, it looks like Skull blew up his account on GME a couple weeks ago. Were you going short or long? SBEV, not enough volume. MBOT, not enough volume. I guess BPTH is really the only one that's on my scanner. GME is not even on my scanner because the float is so big. Even though it's moving, like, it's not like something that's like this could just be like a a quick short squeeze for any shorts that got in late. I don't think this is going to be a fuel all the way up to 80. Like, this isn't going to be fuel all the way up to 80. I honestly, in my perspective, in my opinion, this is just a quick squeeze to catch any shorts that got in after on the backside here. So let's say shorts are holding in here. Any shorts that got in late, maybe they're squeezing out here, and then we're maybe what I'm expecting is maybe some sort of false breakout or small little run to the upside, and then another fade back down to the low over the next course of the few days. So if anything, I'm more leaning to the short side than the long side. I'm leaning more towards going short than long here on GME. But again, I mean, in the 1% chance that I'm wrong on GME, this thing could fly. This thing could fly. So, of course, the risk is always there. SMMT. Let's take a look at SMMT. This one we traded on, well, I didn't trade it actually, but it was up on Friday. Late day, crazy move here from 3 all the way up to 12. Crazy, crazy, crazy within just a few minutes. This could be, yeah, I mean, this is, look, Curlin's looking decent. Maybe SMMT. This one, let's take a look at the spread. It looks really spready. 1 cent spread. That can't be right. 1 cent spread on a $10 stock. BPTH curling up, not too bad. ADR, don't do it. ADR, what's ADR? Is that a stock? ADR. ADR? You going for 1,000 here? International Market Index. Is this what you're trading, bro? ADR? Dip and rip for the 1,000. BPTH. BPTH. SMFG. What's SMFG? Isn't even on my stocks, my scans here. What the heck is this? All right, so I guess BPTH, GME, main stocks here on watch. I'll probably be just watching BPTH. If GME decides to give me like an A+ setup, then sure, I think I'll go for it on small size, but I'm not going for all the marbles here on GME. We see a crack of the support. Maybe we see a dip buy like we saw on that first day. Something like that, maybe. You could also see the opening surge, breakout, continuation, or breakout and rejection as well. So from a technical point of view, there is no news on it. It's just what Roaring Kitty news. But GameStop, no news on specifically GameStop. He has other stocks, KOSS, which is sympathy, KOSS, no volume, AMC, small little gap here in sympathy here with GameStop. So maybe I'll put AMC on the side charts. But probably just going to focus here on BPTH. Hopefully this one can hold up. And this one takes center stage. Someone's calling out MBOT. Did I look at this one already? MBOT. FDA approval. News. Let's take a look at the float. I think it's big. It's not on my scan. Oh, it is on my scan. 14 million share float. Low volume right now. 3,000, 12,000. Very low volume. But if it does pick up, that could be one. FFIE. Chad saying FFIE. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it seems kind of like a wild card day here. There's nothing really obvious yet. That's like maybe BPTH. I mean, we're curling up. right before open. It's usually a good sign. Spread, nice and tight, 1 cent, 2 cent spread. This is what we like to see, at least for my style of trading. I think we're gonna focus on that. Hopefully we can hold up. Hopefully we can hold up, make some nice, hopefully we can make like a nice front side move for like a good hour, 2 hours. That would be beautiful. It's been a while since I've seen something like that. Maybe today we can kick it off nice. Lucy holding 2. Let's take a look at Lucy. Yeah, I mean, Lucy's not bad here. Still holding that range here. I'll put in another alert over 110. And I want to see a push over 110 because then we'll start to get into that territory of shorts maybe getting squeezed. But BBTH here, I'm going to focus here at the open. Did we just break out nicely there? Nope. Looks like we're rejecting the highs here. Pretty big volume coming down. Pretty big volume. Bearish engulfing. If we don't form a bottoming tail here, this could be a bearish engulfing. If we start forming a bottoming tail, maybe then we'll see that next candle will push through the high. But if it forms closing near the lows, we're likely to see that next push lower. Watching BBTH, maybe we hit 455. Yeah. Hopefully we see something. The last move was all the way up to 750, 760. I don't know if we're going to get all the way up there, but I don't know. BBTH, so what I'm looking at here. So good luck. Stay calm, cool, and collected. Don't really know. It's going to be a wild card day. Just manage your risk. GME also curling up here slightly. But yeah, be careful here on these meme stocks. They are unforgiving. High risk, high reward. So always got to be managing your downside risk. So good luck. See you guys on the recap. Hit that thumbs up button for me and subscribe if you're new. Peace.